Thank you very much for joining this evening. We are on to South Sudan. Our plane, our AfCFTA plane is landing in South Sudan today. Our AfCFTA plane is landing in South Sudan today. South Sudan is a landlocked country. If you have been following, you know the implication of that right now, that a country being landlocked basically means such country will not have access to water, and anything that will get into that country will mainly be by road, by rail, or by air. This is a low-income country, and this country is just about 11 million people. This country scored 34.6 on the ease of doing business, ranking 185 out of almost 200 countries that World Bank sample with this annual survey. South Sudan is a landlocked country located East Central Africa, is south of Sudan, north of Uganda and Kenya, and west of Ethiopia. Religion is animist, Christianity, and Muslim. Population, about 11 million people. Official language is English. They also speak Arabic. Agri products produced in this country is milk, sorghum, vegetable, cassava, goat milk, fruit, beef, sesame seed, sheep, milk, and the industry is oil and gas. That's one of the things creating problem in that country. It seems as if raw materials, minerals, is a cost to Africa, because some people have designed a means of ensuring that they turn us against each other. To turn us against each other so that we can kill ourselves and they can easily take away what they want. It's a low-income economy. What does that mean? So sorry for the break in transmission. An average person in this economy earns less than $431. No, earn less than $1,000 annually. Because per capita GNI, gross national income is 431. Urbanization is 20%. That means distribution will be a big challenge. You know, when urbanization is high, that means a lot of people live in the cities. That means whoever is selling in that country will not need to worry so much about how to get the goods to the destination. We don't need to worry so much about how to get the goods to the destination. And that's very, very important. Very, very important. Because it will reduce the cost of distribution. Actually, it will reduce the cost of distribution. Literacy level is very low. There is a strong correlation between literacy. Someone is already seeing more male than female. And generally, you tend to see more female than male in many populations. But this country, more male than female. And that's across board, interestingly, across board. Across all the age ranks, male are more than female. Very, very strange, very, very unusual, actually. So what do you do in this kind of country? People have said, because there are more female than male, so people do polygamy. But in a place where you have more male than female, what do you do? What do you do in that kind of environment? You know? Since there are more male than female. Inflation. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Almost 200%. GDP, $3 billion. Household consumption, strangely, is 34.9. I will attribute this to the fact that it's a very poor country. Because typically, for many countries in Africa, household consumption is positively strong and positively correlated with income level. Because when the income is low, the people are going to be living for survival. Because the people are living for survival, the implication of that is that because the people are living for survival, the implication of that is that there will be a lot of household consumption and luxury goods, but in this case, there's not even enough money to buy. Composition, GDP composition, 11.4. Agric, 20%. Industry, just like many other African countries, have woken up to services, which is why service export is also one of the major parts of service export is one of the major protocol that have been signed under the AfCFTA. Age structure 0 to 14% and 15 to 24% together are more than 60. I always concentrate on this all the time. The younger population, the population below 25 years. And they are often, more often than not for many African countries, is more. And I discovered that many countries where the income level is lower, upper middle income or upper income economy in Africa, they don't have young population. The more prosperous a country is, the lower the young population. Because more women are in the boardroom than in the bedroom. A country where there is poverty, people sleep on time. When they sleep on time because there's no light, there's no work, we make babies. And that's the issue with population explosion in Africa. So let's talk about some of the questions we often ask ourselves every week. What do you want to export? Can you export the product or service you want to export? Is there enough demand for that product or service? Do you have a compelling value proposition? Do you understand your target market? Do you understand your target market? Can you meet the market price expectation? Do you have a distribution and marketing plan? Do you have the capacity and capability to export? Have you investigated payment issues? Can you fund your export drive? Have you completed an export plan? To be able to answer this question, we have a program titled From Export Novice to Export Legend. We also have another one titled Diploma in Export Business Management. These are 6-month programs, very rigorous, comprehensive, and very practical, that give you adequate information to be able to answer this question and get started in export business. In 2018, South Sudan was number 136 in total export and number 177 in total import, 133 in the Economic Complexity Index. This country exported $1.71 billion and imported 811 million, having a positive balance of trade. Top export destination, top export product of Sudan is crude oil, of course. Forage crops, raw cotton, gold, dry legume, and top import is cars. raw sugar, delivery trucks, cereals, and palm oil. Destination, South Sudan, export to China more than UAE. China take majority of their product. India, Pakistan, Uganda. And import mostly from Uganda, UAE, Kenya, China, and the United States. In 2019, total import was even lower, $667 million. So the question is, what exactly did this country use that money to import? The country spent about $1 million to import natural cut article, plywood, wood carpentry. It spent about $3.13 million to import palm oil. Palm oil is a big deal under AfCFTA, I must say. A big deal, and Nigeria is positioned for that. I hope we'll be able to produce at a competitive rate so we can take advantage of that. How about footwears? Waterproof footwears, leather footwears, rubber footwear, fake air, $4.43 million. How about minerals? Refined petroleum, cement, salt, $7.07 million. Frozen bovine, poultry meat, fermented milk, concentrated milk, cheese, $8.97 million. Postage stamp, brochure, toilet paper, uncoated paper, paper notebook, $17.5 million. Plastic lead, polypropylene polymers, ethylene polymers, rubber tires, plastic products, housewares, $30.7 million. $30.7 million. Rice, apple, onion, sorghum, coffee, dry legume, tea, seed, sowing seed, $37.1 million. What does South Sudan import that Nigeria can export? Knit men coat, knit men suit, non-knit men coat, power fabrics, $44.4 million. Interesting, the income bracket of an African nation will affect its population. I'm getting, oh, okay, Temuda is trying to echo what I said. Yes, most economy that have young population are poor economy. So the reason why the like of Australia, America, Canada, and even some countries in Europe are doing a lot of immigration program to attract best brain in Africa and the Caribbean, is because they have aging population, but they need people to run the economy. They need people to run the economy. The more prosperous a country is, number one, they begin to take some decisions. Decisions like, why do we need to marry? We don't need men. Some will become LGBT. Some will not marry without kids. So I mean, so before you know it, there is comfort. That is the nuisance of comfort. That is the nuisance value of comfort.
To get the full video, check the description or visit www.globaltradecollege.com.